Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gabesy here, back with some Hearthstone Arena, and going to be doing a rogue run today. And first up, we got a rare pick, as usual. First choice is always rare, quality, or better. Headcrack is fairly weak, but if you want a card that deals only damage to the enemy hero, this is one of the better ones to get since you can keep replaying it as long as you combo every turn. So this is mostly a late game card. Master's Disguise is pretty good. Giving a friendly minion stealth can be extremely useful in some cases. Just depends on the minion. If you can apply it to something that has a secondary effect, basically like summons a minion when you do something or draws you a card when you do something, keeping that minion stealth will be extremely good. However, I don't know that I'll get that, so I'm going to go SI7 Agent. This is a bread and butter card for rogues, kind of an auto-pick card. Really good rare choice. Basically 2 damage for 3 mana, and you get a 3/3 minion as long as you combo it. Alright, Farseer is weak. Berserker versus Phantom Knives. I actually think Phantom Knives is the winner here. It's really good against very aggro decks, which sometimes you'll face in arenas. Fellow rogues, hunters to some degree, sometimes warlocks. But 1 damage to all minions, the enemy minions, for 3 damage, but you don't lose card advantage is probably good enough in most cases. Alright, an epic choice here. Molten Giant is okay as a rogue, since you'll tend to use your hero power and take a fair bit of damage. But I think Patient Assassin is actually the best of these. Preparation is nice for combos, but it's more of a constructed card because you don't know what other spells you're going to draft. I think Patient Assassin, I keep slurring when I say his name. Maybe I'm drunk, who knows. Anyway, I think he's the best pick. Alright, Bodyguard's no good. Corsair is probably best in a rogue deck of any of the decks, but you have to consider that with a normal weapon out, it still costs 3 mana for 3/3, so it's not great. Basically like a Grizzly. So I'm going to go Deadly Poison, really good card. Having a couple of these in the deck will give you some massive advantage early game if you draw them. Secret Keeper's terrible, so it's Injured Blade Master versus Auctioneer. Auctioneer is one of those prime cards I was talking about using the stealth on if you can. Obviously that's not always easy to do, but generally Auctioneers should be pretty good for rogue drafts because you're ideally drafting things like Backstabs and Eviscerates, maybe Deadly Poisons, some of those cheap spells that you can combo with this. So we'll go Auctioneer here. Rifleman's no good. Sprint is great for late game, but I think I'm going to go Ogre. It's more of a guaranteed late game than the Sprint, since Sprint is a delay mechanic. You get card advantage, but you lose a lot of tempo. Alright, all 3 spells here. Betrayal is usually played as a 1-for-1 removal, but it can be very inexpensive to do so. And if your opponent doesn't play around it, you can get 2-for-1, which is great. But usually they will not. So I think between Betrayal and Assassinate, I will go Assassinate. Having 1, maybe 2 of these in the deck is pretty good. Wow. Alright, well, Conceal is fun for combo stuff. Again, it's very cheap, it's a spell, but it's more of a constructed card you can use with Auctioneers and other very inexpensive cards that you can combo with. So I think between Assassinate and Eviscerate, Eviscerate's the winner. It's kind of an auto pick. Again, a bread and butter card for rogue, similar to SI7 Agent, that will really make your deck strong. These 2 are terrible, so we'll go Darkscale Healer. Healing will be nice as a rogue. Epic Choice. Hungry Crab's terrible, so between Preparation and Kidnapper. Kidnapper's actually fairly weak. I'm not sure why it's considered good enough for an epic slot especially. 3 health is crazy low for a 6-drop. So obviously you do get to return a minion, but comboing this is expensive. unless you have a cheap spell to do with it. So I actually think I might lean towards preparation. I don't have that many spells, nor combos for that matter. But I don't think Kidnapper's good enough, frankly. Okay, Sinister Strike is weak. Again, if you want a card that does direct damage to the hero, Headcrack is far superior. This is just a one-off card, and it's generally not worth it. So Betrayal versus Fan of Knives. Generally, Fan of Knives is better for card advantage. Betrayal is better for board clear, tempo. I probably should go Betrayal and get a nice mix. Alright, Shield Bearer is terrible. Backstab is amazing. Assassin's Blade is also amazing. But I will go Backstab. It's so important to have Backstabs if you can to allow you to get the tempo that you need to get board control. That's kind of the overall idea of playing a rogue, is to use these really low-cost spells or abilities like Backstab to take back board control, and once you've established it, try not to lose it. Okay, Rifleman, no good. Betrayal versus Stormwind. Stormwind's the best pick here. And it's a 4, which I could desperately use. Rare picks. Alchemist is fun, but not that useful in most arena decks because you just can't rely on having synergies, and using it on your opponent's stuff is tough to do. So I think it's between Demolisher and another Auctioneer. How many spells do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells already. Wow. I might just go YOLO and Auctioneer it. Get as close to a constructed deck as I can. I think I will. Alright, Yeti is great 4-drop, superior to these two minions as well. Frostwolf versus Lord of the Arena. Voodoo Doctor's terrible. Frostwolf is generally a better card, but I think I might have to go with the 6 since I have so many 5s already. Crocolisk is no good, so Farseer versus Brewmaster. Do I need any battle cries? SI7 could be good. Maybe dark scale, but that's about it. So I think I'm going to go with the better minion overall and go Farseer. Here's some rare picks. So there we got the Headcrack, which is not out of the question now that I've got 2 Auctioneers. Ancient Mage is also not out of the question because I have a couple damage spells. 3, I think. Yeah. But I actually think Headcrack is the winner just because of those Auctioneers. I mean, there could be some amazing combinations. Like, turn I play an Auctioneer, if I have preparation to Headcrack, oof, that would be brutal. I don't know, that's tough. On the other hand, Protector would just act as a Protector. I don't have 2 drops yet. Oh. See, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'd be 8 spells. Sure, I'll try. Why not? Alright, Boar's terrible. Warden's pretty weak. Rocketeer I'm also not a fan of. But I might have to go Rocketeer just because it's a finishing card. So I will. Terrible rares and a great one. So we'll go SI7. Epic choices. Fairly weak. Also fairly weak. Sea Giant's great. One of the best giants in arenas. Terrible Mage. So Mechanic versus Priestess. I'm going to have to go mechanic because of the mana curve, even though I'm not a fan of this card. Bomber for 2-drop. Beats out these two for sure. I think another 2-drop, even though it's not a great play onto. I could also go Vanish, which would be interesting, but I don't have that many combo or battle cries. Generally, the tiger is better than the wolf, but I think I need more early game. Yeah. Ooh, champion or farce here. I should probably go champion. Sergeant's no good. Worgen versus Shadow Step. Probably go Shadow Step since I am building around these auctioneers. I might as well keep going with that. Eviscerate over second Assassinate, I think. Don't really need the Guardian. Shattered Sun beats out these two. Good for 3. Backstab for sure over these crappier cards. Raider, I should say, is pretty good as a rogue. Probably the best class to draft Raider. But I'd rather just have the spell. Oh, Violet Teacher versus Pyro is actually quite tough here. Let's see. On 2, I have one actual drop, half with a wolf. Assassin's not very good, but I have backstabs for support. 3s are good. So really, I don't desperately need to play something on 2 with 2 SI7 agents and backstabs. I may be able to just hold off a turn and then react to what the opponent plays with my combo and spell cards. On 4, I have a Yeti, mechanic, and a knight. But the Violet Teacher synergizes so well with the number of spells I have. I think I'll go Violet Teacher over Pyro. Pyro also synergizes with the number of spells, but it could hurt me. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, well, this is a very interesting deck. Definitely one of the most focused decks I've drafted in Arenas for Rogue. So let me just double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spells. Wow. With 2 auctioneers and a Violet Teacher. So I think this deck has pretty good potential, but it's tough to say. Rogue has the ability to be extremely strong, but it also has the ability to get completely dominated by removal, particularly board clears. And those are the most common clash you'll face. But as we get started in game 1, I think this deck is well above average, and I'm going to just say, with the potential synergies I have, I think this deck can go 10 wins without too much trouble, hopefully. Alright, so I have to be very careful. The early game is the main thing. Deadly Poison for sure. Actually, this whole hand is probably worth keeping. I have a curve. I have a coin. I don't have any, like... I don't have a lot of early game minions, but I'm hoping that my spells can, like I said, cover me until I can get in the auctioneer shenanigans. So if he plays a 3-2, I have a couple options. I can coin SI7, or I can dagger coin deadly. either. So in that case, I think I just dagger and hold it. Maybe. Let me think. That's going to be tough. Next turn, I'll 3. Ooh, backstab also gives me combo potential. See, on 3, I can do Deadly and Assassin, and then hang on to the SI7. On 4, I can play Stormwind. Yeah, I think Dagger's the right play here. It presents the most opportunities. I don't really need the Assassin out, since anything he can do on 3, I should be able to kill with Deadly Poison, if not the SI7. Wow. Or I could just dagger that in the face and not care. Alright, well, I'm gonna just play slow then. That's how he wants to do it. 3 dagger. I wonder if that was a bad play or if he's trying to bait me to use a deadly on that 2-1. I'm not sure. Okay. So I think here, deadly SI combo. I'll take 4. But it saves the coin and the backstab for engineer. Or auctioneer, rather. Yes.
Here we go.
So with, well, no matter what, I should be able to draw 2 cards off the auctioneer. Worst case. Although, based on my hand, I'll float a mana. Alright, so I can Shattered Sun this to 4/4. It survives the attack in. Hit it with my weapon, and then either Wolf, Weapon, or Assassin.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Hey, lights out.
Here we go.
I think Wolf is better as a surprise.
Choose soon.
This is bad against Hellfire, but I gotta get the Patient Assassin out at some point. And this should have been killed anyway last turn, because I got a card advantage on that.
I wonder.
I wonder what that spell was.
So many possibilities.
For Najata.
Okay. What? Did he just soul fire me in the face? Alright, well. I guess we all start somewhere, but that's a terrible play. So is that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, Auctioneer. It's like I want to draw so many cards off it, but I don't have a need to do so right now. He's basically, by corrupting this, he's telling me to use it. Right? So I'm just going to wolf.
So many.
And I can kill that. I have 4 mana remaining. So I should probably Stormwind. I can just do 3 more damage to him.
For the king.
So play this here. Play this here.
Hey, lights out.
Push forward.
Keep the stealth, of course. Okay. That's probably worth a patient assassin.
So many options.
Again, I just don't have any. I don't have any need to do the auctioneer stuff right now. So I don't think I will. I should dagger and play a 5 though, so I think I'll heal her.
Goodbye.
So I'll use that.
Push forward.
And hit him for 4. Would I rather have a 4-2?
Choose soon.
I think having 1 of each attack that I can is pretty good. Oh, well, no, I guess I didn't do 3 now. Oh well.
Your magic shall not save me. Ready for action!
Okay. Oh my god. Auctioneer. Look at that. I can drop 4 cards off it this turn. That's insane. But I don't need to. That's the problem. Or, well, maybe not a problem. Alright, so kill this. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 4. Not nearly enough.
The gates are open.
Here
Take
we
4
go.
more.
Shall I start?
3 dagger. It's very much first world rogue problems right here. Alright. Got anything, guy? He might have held on. Oh, no, he didn't. I have eviscerate.
My eyes are open.
Where shall I start?
For honor.
Yeah. Well, that was fascinating. Some pretty questionable plays, though, on the part of the opponent.
Valera versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
Alright, game 2 against a priest. I guess I'll hang on to the eviscerate as well. Not great though.
The pleasure is mine.
Crap. Huh.
In the light's name.
Greetings.
So I think the play here is to dagger, not do anything. Even though I don't have a... whatchamacallit? I can't think of words. Deadly poison, that's the one. Because to buff this, he has to heal something, and right now, if I don't attack, he can't heal unless he heals me after attacking, which he obviously didn't do. Backstabs. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? I could kill both these by eviscerating that after backstabbing that. But I would like to get the SI7 agent out. Huh.
I wonder. I'll meet you soon.
Oh well. Let's see a good way to do it.
Here we go.
Well played.
Because I don't want the agent to be out against that 1/2, since if he wants, he could heal me, and then his 1-drop kills my 3-drop. Alright, well that's worthless. That's much better. But still not very good. Okay, I'll charge.
Here we go.
For honor.
Probably dagger and a 3 next turn.
I must consider.
Get behind me.
Okay. Do I want to use backstab? on that thing. I probably should. Bomber's tempting, but I'd have to hit it twice to save this from going into it. Oh, I could do all of them, but...
So
I'll try it.
I'll see you soon.
Oops. I didn't think of that. Now I can't backstab. That was a mistake.
For honor.
Alright, so change of plans. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I forgot if that guy gets hit by the bomber, he's no longer undamaged. Whoops. Uh-oh. Don't take my cards. I hope he didn't take an auctioneer. It's like a 1 in 11 chance since he took 2 cards. Alright, well, I get to use my agent finally. So I'll heal.
This guy's toast.
Agent. Save the dagger since it's my last charge here. Haven't seen a Shadow Madness or anything like that yet, so now that I have enough minions, probably use it if he has it. Actually, he hasn't used Shadowward Pains either. He must be very patient with them, unless he just doesn't have any either.
I wonder.
Wow. Okay then. I will take that trade every day of the week. That was insane. This seems pretty obvious. Come on, auctioneer. I need you. One of you. Well, I don't really need it, but... I'm 1 shy of lethal, it looks like. I have 14, 15, 17.
I must consider.
So, actually, based on that, I probably should have attacked with a dagger last turn. Oh well, didn't matter now, but that would have been the proper play, I think. So I can kill that with backstab. These two actually.
So
Or actually I can just backstab SI7, hit it with that. That's pretty good.
Pay attention,
Yeah, that's
class.
fine.
here we go.
I am ready to learn. This guy's toast.
For the Alliance! Of course.
You got it.
Well, if this was a mage I was facing, I would be in a terrible spot potentially. But because the priest, I'm fine. Because the mage, you can just flame strike. Kill everything except this.
I wonder. You have been.
Sweet. No auctioneer fun, unfortunately, but still went pretty well.